What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and my voice is not yet back to normal after being sick over the holidays with the flu. However, I couldn't not talk about what happened in the box office this weekend, because as Spider-Man No Way Home continues to shatter everyone's narrative about the pandemic, and oh, we just can't make money in a box office in a pandemic, something else that tried to do something with nostalgia is performing absolutely horrendously. It's more than a flop, it's an absolute bomb at the box office, and that is Matrix Resurrections. Now, when we started to see the reaction to Matrix Resurrections, we knew it was going to be a very divided audience because it is a very divisive movie. I thought it was absolute dog shit. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. Identity politics and wokeness had a little bit to do with it, but honestly, that's not this movie's biggest problem. The biggest problem was it was clear there was never a plan for this movie to come out, and it's not one that should have been made. And what we saw in the box office this weekend basically proved that. Look at Spider-Man No Way Home, $81 million this weekend, a pretty big drop-off, that 69% drop-off after a massive opening weekend for Spider-Man No Way Home. But you can see it's at 467,000 domestically. It crossed $1 billion worldwide after just 11 days of release. That is astronomical numbers. Again, shattering the pandemic narrative, and something that doesn't have the pandemic narrative to hide behind is now Matrix. A lot of people thought, well, at least Matrix, maybe it'll do second in the box office. Who could compete with Spider-Man? Well, then came Sing 2. Yes, Sing 2, the animated kids movie, the sequel to Sing, destroyed Matrix in the box office this weekend. Matrix made it $12 million in the traditional box office weekend. When you factor in the early opening because of Christmas and everything like that, it made $22 million. $22 million over a 5-day opening. To put that in perspective, right? A movie like Dune, which also came out on HBO Max at the same time, which was released internationally a long time before it was released domestically, it made $41 million in a normal weekend, its opening, twice as much as Matrix Resurrections. That is embarrassingly, horrifically bad for the Matrix. And again, you can't sit back and say, oh, well, it's because of the pandemic. Has the pandemic affected how people go to the theater? Yeah, of course, because now their habit has been broken. No longer can you put out some dog shit and expect that people will just show up because, well, it's just a Friday night. But what it has shown is that if you do something that captivates an audience, that gets good word of mouth, people will come out there. They will show up. They're not scared. They're not sitting at home scared of COVID. That's not the problem. The problem is that a lot of people have been awoken to the garbage that's coming out of Hollywood right now. No longer is a part of people's normal routine just to go and shell out a bunch of money on a Friday or Saturday night because you have nothing else to do. There's so many more options right now, whether it's streaming, whether it's watching YouTube, whatever it may be, than going to the theater. And the fact that in 11 days, Spider-Man No Way Home made $1 billion, has already made more money virtually than the rest of the MCU in 2021 combined. That is a very resounding message about the pandemic box office and all that garbage. And also, this number right here, $22 million in a 5-day opening, to put this number in perspective, they were estimating between $35 and $40 million. It made 22. Got destroyed by, again, Sing 2. Almost doubled up by Sing 2. The Matrix Resurrections is an absolutely terrible movie, and it's getting exactly what it deserves in the box office. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Again, apologies for the voice. I'm sick with the flu. Don't worry, it's not COVID. It's just the regular flu. I know a lot of people want to pretend that doesn't exist. However, it does still exist. I can promise you that. But thank you for enduring this entire video. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.